General Hospital Wednesday, April 9th recap. Ava's 9 o'clock a.m. deadline for Alexis. Sonny confesses to Dante. Rick lies to Liz. Lois' return causes trouble. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sophia. If you like General Hospital news, then you can subscribe to our channel and like our videos. General Hospital recap for Wednesday, April 9th, reveals that Ava Jerome had a 9 o'clock a.m. deadline for Alexis Davis. Sonny Corinthos also confessed to Dante Falconeri about his heart condition, so then's how all the action played out. At the Quartermaine manse, Brooklyn Quartermaine mended her relationship with Lois Cerullo, incompletely to avoid raising reservations, and incompletely because she now understood her mama demanded someone to entrust in when she told Gloria Cerullo the verity. In the forces, Lulu Spencer came clean to Cody Bell about realizing she still loved Dante the night of the explosion. It was like no time had passed for Lulu, who still loved Dante now and maybe always would. Cody allowed Lulu should hold off on confessing to Dante and principally praised her for being selfless by giving him a chance to suffer Sam McCall. At Jordan Ashford's place, she thanked Isaiah Gannon for the lunch he made and faced questions about how long they'd have to keep hiding out like this. Jordan stressed the significance of hiding their love from Jen Sidwell and ultimately got a textbook about Sidwell wanting to see her. At the Metro Court, Sonny met up with Christina Corinthos Davis for lunch and learned she'd invited Dante. Christina induced Sonny to come clean to Dante about his heart issues and forthcoming surgery. Sonny also had a chance to witness a tense commerce between Sidwell and Natalia Ramirez from Hence. At the sanitarium, Lucas Jones texted Marco Rios hoping he could show him around city. Lucas was pleased when he saw blotches to indicate Marco was codifying back, but he looked deflated when those blotches faded. After Isaiah approached Lucas about covering and forthcoming shift, Lucas asked if he could get back to him in a couple hours, though he didn't feel veritably hopeful about his plans with Marco criticizing out. Back at the Metro Court, Marco put his phone away to hash effects out with Natalia. Since Natalia was still stuck on Marco throwing away his musical gift and letting Sidwell steer him toward a law career, he lashed out. Marco reflected on Natalia being a partisan who hadn't changed, but Natalia felt that she had and suggested Marco would see that if he got to know her now. Still, Marco wasn't convinced and wound up stomping off before Natalia ordered a drink. Natalia was at the bar laterally when Sonny approached her to demand answers about her earlier commerce with Sidwell. At GH again, Marco set up Lucas and let him know he anticipated his job offer to come through. That meant Marco would be moving to Port Charles, so he agreed to go out with Lucas and celebrate. At Jordan's place, Sidwell made a pitch for her to come do PR for him and help him navigate his business expansion to the U.S. Although Sidwell claimed he could make a veritably economic offer, Jordan was happy being deputy mayor and shut him down. Latterly, Jordan filled Isaiah in on her discussion with Sidwell and suggested she had him right where she wanted him. At the Metro Court, Sidwell bugged Laura Collins for a meeting since he'd been calling her office constantly, but she wasn't interested. Laura talked to Curtis Ashford rather and learned Ezra Boyle was cooking up press content about her fellowship with Sonny impacting her beachfront decision. Curtis felt Laura should put it to a public vote, though Laura conceded that vote would end up being a vote on Sonny rather than just the beachfront's position. In Alexis' office, Ava claimed she had evidence that Christina Corinthos Davis tried to kill her and played the videotape of Christina with the line knives in the parking garage. Christina meddled with Rick Lansing's auto by mistake, so Ava refocused out that the auto's thickets were indeed tampered with and that it was in a secure position. Now Ava wanted Alexis to give her millions from the Cassadine finances to keep Christina out of captivity and cover her son's relationship with Molly Lansing Davis. Alexis argued that what Ava had was only particular and called her out for breaking the chain of substantiation by having the vehicle moved. Although Alexis acted like Ava could be indicted of tampering with the evidence, Ava eventually suggested she could just go straight to Molly with her story. Ava made a vaticination about Molly's negative response to Christina nearly killing her father. In the end, Ava gave Alexis until 9 o'clock a.m. hereafter to decide what Christina's future would be. As Ava ambled out, Alexis stood there looking concerned. General Hospital spoilers say Alexis will have a big decision to make now that she's been given updates on Ava's shocking news. General Hospital Tuesday, April 8th recap: Rick lies to Liz. Lois return causes trouble. General Hospital recap for Tuesday, April 8th, reveals that Rick Lansing prevaricated to Elizabeth Baldwin while Ava Jerome settled on a blackmail target. Lois Cerullo's return also caused some trouble, so then's how Tuesday's occasion played out. At the Quartermaine manse, Olivia Quartermaine blazoned a surprise since Lois was back following her trip to Bensonhurst. After Olivia picked up on the awkwardness between Lois and Brooklyn Quartermaine, she encouraged Lois to open up to her in private. Lois obviously didn't unmask anything about the baby relinquishment, but Olivia offered to be there when she was ready. Over with Harrison Chase, he prompted Brooklyn to find a way to forgive Lois and get past the hurt if she wanted to keep her secret under wraps. At the Forces, Lulu Spencer admitted to Cody Bell that she didn't know for sure Brooklyn and Dante Falconeri had a once love until she tricked him into attesting it. Dante suddenly appeared and brazened Lulu, who was upset over him keeping his history with Brooklyn hidden. Still, Dante principally allowed Lulu was making a mountain out of a molehill since it was just a brief teenage fling. Once Brooklyn came to Port Charles as a grown-up, Lulu questioned if Dante had passions for her also. Dante made it clear that Lulu had been the only woman he loved at the time and pushed for no further secrets between them. After Dante left, an angry Cody popped back over and demanded to know what Lulu was trying to pull. When Brooklyn met up with Lois in the kitchen to talk, she got quiet and uncomfortable after realizing Dante was there. At the law office, Alexis Davis was in a good mood since Christina Corinthos. Davis apologized and made peace with Molly Lansing Davis, so she gave Diane Miller updates. Alexis also carried out her portion of the job interview with Marco Rios. Since it went well, Alexis suggested she'd confer with Diane and made a vaticination about Marco entering and sanctioned job offer soon. At General Hospital, Christina showed up with flowers for Elizabeth and wanted to return the favor since Liz had been so probative during her baby loss. Lucky Spencer dropped off some ignited goods from Aiden Weber before stepping out with Christina to defy her about her Liz visit. Although Christina was tempted to confess, she eventually decided to commit to the cover-up. Lucky verified that the police were treating this like an accident and that the auto had formerly been crushed in the compactor, so Christina hoped that was the end of it. In Rick's room, Ava wanted to resort to blackmail, but Rick felt it was a bad idea to hang Sonny and potentially push Christina into making another attempt on her life. Ava claimed she was talking about using Christina's guilt as influence with Alexis. Now that Ava had the power to shoot Christina to captivity, she wanted Alexis to hand over Cassadine Plutocrat to keep her son free. Rick was willing to keep his mouth shut, but he wasn't happy about Liz not getting justice and remained concerned about Christina being a dangerous wild card. Once Liz was wheeled over to Rick's room for a visit, he was relieved to see for himself that she was okay. Rick also recapitulated the night of the accident and prevaricated that he must have hit some black ice. Back with Alexis, she was irked when Ava showed up in her office. Ava felt that Alexis would change her tune soon and felt confident that Alexis would make time to bandy Christina's future. General Hospital spoilers say Ava's about to put Alexis in an extremely tight spot, so stick with us for all the messy news to come. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.